everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Happy Tuesday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. So, guys, we got some action tonight, thank God. We got a beauty released. Thing is gorgeous for you non-collectors out there. Also, guys, we got a little bit of news. I was supposed to talk about this last week, I believe, and I completely forgot. Very exciting stuff. And it has to do with what's coming movie related and figure related. So in the words of Luch, strap it on, guys, because it's gonna get juicy. Also regarding today's release, something very interesting happened with it. I don't believe it. I'm gonna ask you guys to see what you guys think about it. Actually, hold on one second. Let me just set something up real quickly for later because it's gonna be good. Let's see. Guys, there's 15 of you guys in here already. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button. There we go. Gotta mute it. Beautiful. All right, here we go. All right, good. Yeah, because I'm gonna have a little poll for you guys in a little bit, so I had to set that up. We got Michael in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Welcome. Nice to see you. Happy Tuesday. We got Bo.
How you doing?
Let's see who else we got in here tonight. Guys, please hit the like button. There's 18 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. We got Uncarded in the house. Welcome, my.
How you doing?
Es el tiempo por las juguetas calientes. This guy, you can tell he's definitely Irish. Okay, guys? Uncarded is Irish. Figure it out, my friend. Welcome.
How you doing?
Figure it out. I'm by myself tonight, so no arguments. I apologize.
How dare you?
Ron, my friend, welcome. How are you
doing?
Also, for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
This is for the super chat from last time, my friend. You sent it after I had gotten off, so thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Let's see. We got Joe in the house.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Good evening, everyone. Do you collect this guy? Guys, also, Joe started just started sharing some of my shorts like an actual true supporter for once in his life. He already played me twice with figures. Okay, not once. Michael, hold on. I got to talk to Michael about this. Michael, not once. Remember you said, I got you, Kyle, and you leave him alone? Twice. 2 times. So I think he's trying to make up for it now. I don't know. We'll see. El hombre this guy. Unbelievable. All good here, Joe. What about you? Let's see. Solo Echo, welcome, my friend. How are you?
Hello.
Welcome. Who else is in the house tonight? I guess we're talking about absolutely and something else. I'm not gonna tell you guys until after I'm done with Vader, but it's gonna be fun and it's gonna be juicy and it's gonna be exciting. If obviously you're a Marvel fan, if obviously you're a Spider-Man fan, okay. Let's see who else. We got Ash in the house.
Hello.
Welcome, my friend. We got Gerardo in the house. Welcome.
How you doing?
Martin Darth. Oh my God! I just checked mine literally like 15-20 minutes ago to see like, yo, where's my figure? Completely paid off. I got like 4 of those waiting to get shipped. I have Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I have Dark Empire Luke. I have what else? There's a bunch. There's like, what else is Artisan that's supposed to be coming out? I forget what other thing. I have a bunch of figures, guys, paid off, and like nothing is shipping, which is crazy. Let's see who else is in here. Sideshow shit. My Rocky figure last week. It went from California to Dubai, Johannesburg, now Zimbabwe. You sound like Michael. Michael has, he got, what did he get? He had like 2 days shipping from like the state over next to him, and it took him like 6 days to get it. Can you imagine? He hates USPS, by the way. Show some respect for the God and hit the this guy. Yes, guys, hit the like button, please. There's 23 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. Figure it out. I just drove to get my figures much easier. Farrell, thank you. That's another one. Farrell completely paid off, not shipped yet. I don't know what's happening. I can't wait for. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's also paid off. I have no idea. I don't know what's happening. The Irish uncarded reviews from Ireland. Let's see. The Goss is late yet again. I was actually, guys, something was happening really badly. I restarted my computer, and for whatever reason, it was just like, it took like 15 minutes to reboot. I was like, what the hell's going on? So that was kind of scary. I started sweating a little bit. I was like, oh no, not again. Fabs needs to sacrifice a fig and buy a watch.
How dare you?
Wayne, my friend, long time. Where have you been?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
I haven't seen you, Wayne. You've been MIA. You've been missing the action. He's like, if it's not well for it, I don't care. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Valkyrie, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello!
Welcome, welcome. Sean, my friend, welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Michael, my friend, welcome. Nice to see you. Happy Tuesday. Welcome.
I'm doing!
Welcome, everybody. Guys, please hit the like button if you haven't yet. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Ooh, dímelo, mi gente. Yeah, I guess that's better. This guy. What would they release as Darth Vader? Isn't the one coming out the platform much better? Joe. It has nothing to do with what's better. Hot Toys is a toy company. They're gonna make toys. That's why they remake and repaint and reuse and redo everything. So those questions are not for this type of stream, Joe. Those questions are for the non-experienced, non-collecting channels that don't know anything. Okay, that's who that's a rookie question, and it's kind of embarrassing me that you're asking this on my stream. Okay, it's really good. Exactly. Can you imagine? That is insane. Insane. Oh my God. Your computer. Yeah, seriously, for talking to you all the time. Unreal. Chris, my friend, welcome. Welcome.
I'm doing!
Let's see who else is in here. Guys, thank you guys for being here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Oh my God. All right, guys. So it looks like that's it. Let's wait for a couple more people. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't yet. Please and thank you. We'll see who else comes in real quickly, and then we'll get started right away. Because, again, it's not a lot. You know, it's just, I mean, we're still going to be here at least an hour. I can tell you that. But it's just the Darth Vader release. And then, like I said, we got some movie news. Movie news. Let's see how many likes we're up to now. We're 26 watching and 12 likes. What's happening, guys? Somebody's fingers are broken? Whose fingers are broken? Who's in the stream with the broken fingers? We got 12 likes. 27 watching now. 12 likes. 29 watching now. 12 likes. Hit the like button, please. Please, 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 and thank you. New Alien Earth tonight. I'm not watching that. I am not watching The Predator. I am not watching any of that. I can't. Oh, we got 16. Thank you, guys. Guys, hit the like button. There's 28 of you guys in here already. Please, 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 and thank you. Please, and thank you. Please, and thank you. Let's see. We got 28 in the house. Yep. Correct. Figure it out. Absolutely. We got roaches roaching, looking to get raided. Hit the like button, guys, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. All right, so first and foremost, right, we got this beauty, okay? No legs to Wolverine. Can you imagine? So, as you can see, guys, we got the battle damage Darth Vader. Again, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous masterpiece. This thing is epic. This thing is going to be one of the most epic figures ever made by Hot Toys. Literally, right? Look at everything about it. Going back to Joe's comment regarding which one's better, right? Joe, so the one that's coming out, right, that just went up for pre-order with the table, that's a movie thing, right? That came from a movie. That's a movie scene, right? Revenge of the Sith. This is just something that Hot Toys decided to make as a toy company, right? This is why they branded it Star Wars. I don't think they gave it a name for, you know, anything from a movie or anything like that. So that's the point. Right? They're going to make toys. They're not here to make, oh, well, out of these two Vaders, let's make the better one. There's no such thing. They're going to make every single version, every single look, every single way, because that's what a toy company does. That's what a good toy company does. That's what the best toy company does. Right? This is not InArt. This is not J&D, right? One figure a year. No. Okay? This is what kings do in the community. Okay. Cassandra, welcome. Happy Tuesday. Nice to see you. So you can see, as you can see, the detail, guys, incredible. Everything about it. The chest piece, we got battle damage this way from the Obi-Wan version of Darth Vader, as you may know already if you have it. A lot of this is all extra, right? All this extra battle damaging is all extra. Look how crazy. They went all out with the hoses into the biceps, which is sick. Okay. You get the light boxes on the side. But again, this is from the battle damage Obi-Wan, from Darth Vader from Obi-Wan. Also, guys, this is the sculpted cape that makes it look super, super big. I don't know who's going to use that. Obviously, people are going to take pictures with that, but you're not going to be able to put that anywhere unless, you know, you have one shelf for it, because it's going to take a lot of room. As you can see here, they gave it the robotic arm, robotic hand, right? Here it is, which again, beautiful. You can't have Darth Vader without that. Again, they usually give him the gloves. That's why you don't really get that. So this is why this piece is incredible. I can't wait to get this piece. And I was looking at the price, guys. It is not that bad. It's like $3 and change for what it is. You get a ton of stuff with this piece. So I don't know who decided to not get this on purpose, because it is worth every penny. Here's the rolling eyes feature. This is a exclusive attachment here, the battle damage faceplate. As you can see, one thing that I don't know if you guys notice, you see Hayden's face all day long in here, man. It looks so good. You see his face, his likeness there all day long. His lips. No Diddy. The base, I don't really care for the base. Very tall, very, very blah. It's cool, but not for me. Not for me. I am not touching that. I'm not using that. As you can see, also, they took off the sculpted cape and they gave it a battle damage cape. So it's all ripped up, which again, really nice. And it looks like it's more beat up on the left side of it, right? Because this would be the left side of it, where all the battle damaging is. And it looks like it's cleaner on this side. So that would be sick if they did more battle damaging on the one side, like they did the body. That's crazy. Crazy, guys. Here's another beautiful pose. Look at his foot. Look at his foot. Look what they did to the hoses. Sick, 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 sick figure. Here it is, another look. So you get, guys, 3 head sculpts. Full-blown helmet, battle damage helmet, right? Like the Darth Vader from Obi-Wan. And then you get the head sculpt. So a lot of value for it. If you got the deluxe exclusive, obviously this is what you get. You get the cape, and then you're going to get the I forget what the special edition thing is. You get a few things for a special edition. Again, look at this. How do you go wrong with this? How do you not get this as a fan of? You don't even have to like Star Wars to look at this and be like, this is gorgeous. You know what I mean? This is why Hot Toys is the best. Where's Inart? Guys, where's Inart?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
You know? I know Inart's king, but where are they right now? I need some action from Inart.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
So again, this gorgeous, gorgeous cape is from the statue that they did, right? It looks like, I want to say, I don't think it was Mythos, but it looks like a Mythos statue of Darth Vader. Again, this is one of the head sculpts that you get, like the Obi-Wan Darth Vader, right? You get it like this, also rolling eyes, just like the Darth Vader from Obi-Wan. You're going to have so many different looks of this, guys, and this is what I'm going to be doing with mine. So I have 2 Obi-Wan Darth Vaders. So I have a clean version and I have the battle damage version. So that's why I bought 2. The cool thing about having 2 of those is, do I really need a second? Not a second. I have already every other Darth Vader so far, even A New Hope. Shout out to Michael, because without him, I would have never gotten it, most likely. So he got it for me. So now I could say I have every single Darth Vader that was ever made. Right now, for Obi-Wan specifically, I bought 2. So I could have the battle damage version look and then the clean look. Because you get so many heads with this, right? What I'm going to do, what I'm planning on doing is obviously swap or utilize the heads with the other figures. So for example, I have no need for this head sculpt, right? For this helmeted look, because we already got it for Obi-Wan. The thing is, though, this looks better, more damaged than the Obi-Wan look. So I will most likely put this head sculpt on that one because it's going to look way better with the battle damage look than the one that it came with. Even though that's a great, that's a great head sculpt. That was the very first one that we got from Darth Vader exposing Hayden's face. We had never gotten that before. We always got full cover. What was it? The dueling version, right? Full covered. Literally every other one has always been covered. So that's why it was very exciting. And again, masterpiece. It is beautiful. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. So to be able to maximize, all of the accessories of this figure being used, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put some on the Obi-Wan clean and battle damage, because this is, badass. So what I'm going to do with this look is have them say, like, why would I want a battle damage Vader with the full helmet on? Looks great. I'm not saying it looks ugly, but it brings so much more, so much better stuff. The head sculpt alone, beautiful. The battle damage look, beautiful over this. Again, we got every single Darth Vader before this one with this look. Why would you need another one? I know people love the helmet. I understand that. I'm not saying you can't display it like this. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Again, see, very blah with this helmet because we could be showing it off with something else. Here it is again. See, this looks way better to me than this, right? It looks like it needs this. You have all the arms exposed, the chest exposed, the leg exposed, right? You need a little bit of face. But again, you're going to display however you want. See, this is what I mean. Like, how sick is this? You get a quarter of the helmet instead of being covered 3/4 of the way, like this look, right? Badass. Can't go wrong with that. The lightsaber, nothing new, right? We've gotten this a billion times already. Dueling version, Obi-Wan version, it's nothing new, right? So nothing to be expected to be different regarding the lightsaber. But as you can see, masterpiece of a figure. Now, guys, I want you guys to let me know, first and foremost, who is not getting this. Let me know who's not getting this. If you are getting this, let me know how you're planning on displaying it, because like I said, it's going to be difficult picking a look for this because there's so much going on and there's different ways to do it. Look at this. Look how gorgeous this is. This is beautiful, 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 classy piece. Look at that, sharp. You can't go wrong with this figure, guys. Look at that. Beautiful, very mild articulation, as you can see, as usual. Remember, nylon suit as well. Everything, I believe everything Darth Vader related now is going to be all nylon, like I told you guys a while ago. The moment they do one nylon, I think, when they do one nylon, why would they go backwards for the old material, right? So it doesn't make sense, right? The reason why they do the first time they do it is to let us know this is what's coming. This is the future. That's why we're changing it for this Darth Vader. It doesn't make sense for Hot Toys to do a nylon suit Darth Vader and then again go backwards to the old suit for the following ones. Why would they do that? So that's why everything from the first one is nylon, nylon, nylon. See, these are the three looks here, guys. Such a sexy figure, such a beautiful figure, such a detailed figure. You could even see the differences. If you look at this, it's more reddish, right? As you can see, you see more red under the eye. The scar's a little bit more red. Again, this could be lighting for all we know, but I'm just pointing it out because it's noticeable. Look at the reddish here, just like the Obi-Wan version. A little bit more red on the scars. The lips a little bit covered here, which again, you're not going to be able to remove this helmet from here as far as I know, because it comes already pre like that, like the Obi-Wan version. And then as you can see, right, no redness here, right? Zero redness, all black, all dark, right here. No redness here. Also, the scar, as you can see, reddish here, a little bit more dull here. Doesn't look the same when it comes to the detail of it. As you can see, this points out here, and this has different ridges to it. So completely different head sculpts. It's not the same one and then just covered up. Nope. And then the full helmet. Now, the reason why I would understand if somebody wanted to display it this way is because, as you can see, the helmet is not a clean helmet at all. It is weathered in the front, in the mouth, on the cheeks, and somewhat even on the lenses. So I could understand why somebody would say, oh, no, look, it's not your clean version. Fine. Again, I am not wasting my head sculpt. I am not wasting my battle damage stuff on, that cleanish version of the helmet. Again, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Everything about this figure is beautiful. No complaints about the figure whatsoever. Again, we don't have it in hand yet, but we got to wait and see what happens. Let's see who's in here. Let me catch up with you guys. Did someone mention the most technologically advanced Kojo works? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
How dare you?
Brad is waiting for the inner. Exactly. Brad will never get a Darth Vader from Inart. Let's see. This Vader was too good to pass up. This is one. Yep. This is a one and done correct. There is absolutely no reason for Hot Toys to go back to this to make another battle damage for what? This is the most battle damage you can get besides back to tank Darth Vader, which I can tell you right now. Remember this conversation? Hot Toys is making a back to tank Darth Vader. This Hot Toys Vader is all right. I'm waiting for there's just some fans of Vader. Inner Vader is already greater, and they have not designed it yet. Now I feel dirty. Oh my god. Unbelievable, Sean. He said I feel dirty. Oh my god. That's horrible. Oh my god. Gerardo, my friend, welcome. I don't know if that's at home. Fab, since you're not using the base. Maybe. Do you have $300 for? No, I'm kidding. Let's see. I need a drape key for this. Oh my god. Stop. Stop. What do you think it's on screen right now? Is this wired or is this sculpted plastic uncarded?
Having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Oh my god. Loot back from party. Guys, I gotta tell you what's going on with Luch. Guys, so Luch has been MIA for a good 3 days. And today I find out that he's wearing all white on his period at the Backstreet Boys concert. Can you imagine? Okay. Can you imagine a full-grown Mexican at the Backstreet Boy concert doing what? Selling tacos? What are you doing over there, Luch? Unbelievable. He was not talking to nobody. He didn't tell nobody where he was going. Nothing. Nothing. All to himself. Guess who knew, though? Joe knew. This guy knew. Unreal. Unreal. In arts, 112. Exactly. Exactly. Pretty sure I saw that in our undercourt. Oh my god, exactly. Unbelievable. That's so funny. What's up? Oh my god, this guy. Who's selling Kenobi Vader? I'll buy for $1. Can you imagine? Actually, I haven't seen that Vader up for sale, which is crazy. I've seen every single figure, even Dark Side Anakin for sale, less than less than 700, 800, something like that. But that Darth Vader, again, if it's up there, I haven't seen it. Fast, when's the list coming soon? Figs, so-called. What? Fast, where's the list coming soon? Figs, so-called Hot Toys is king. I don't understand, Ash. I don't know where you're speaking there. I have a custom leather Darth Vader waiting for this extra head sculpt. Guys, also, I don't know if you know this. You should know this. I believe their name is Kelly Studios. They made these leather Darth Vader outfits. They're on 16kit.com. If you don't know, you should go check them out. They have them for every single Darth Vader, starting with A New Hope, right? So I had to buy one because mine was destroyed, right? Let's see. Just laying around. Beat as tired from working every day. 10. Let's see. Only 20. Guys, please hit the like button. There's 41 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. Do not be weird and hit the like button. Barry, my friend, look at you.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Barry, how does it feel to have a video after me. I saw your Han Solo video, peasant. You should try collecting early for once. He always gets every figure before me, so I had to boast at one time. Oh my god. I'm not getting it, but my nephew is getting this one himself. Oh, nice. Look at that. No, it's a beautiful figure. If you're not getting this figure and you're a Star Wars fan, I feel bad for you. I'm waiting for a better one coming out. The hospital ever. It is not better, Joe. It is not better. Actually, I'm going to tell you why it's not better. So you're going to have another clean Darth Vader. Because remember, from that table, when he's getting made, he's getting built, he was spotless. Everything was brand new. So you're going to have another clean Darth Vader with the table and the burnt head sculpt. The only exciting part about that is the burnt head sculpt and the table. Because how many clean Vaders do we already have?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
So it's not better. It is an exciting figure because of what it represents, what that table represents, what that figure means, right? So that's why it's a very, exciting figure, but it's not better than this. Hot Toys doing this, all this battle damaging, all this exposed skin and all these pieces and all these attachments to put on a body like this when you know that those Darth Vaders are like one piece. So I'm saying this is way better in every way, shape, or form. Detail, right? The paint applications, accessories, the entire figure overall is way better than the other one. Now, it does not mean that you cannot like the other one better. You can. To you, it could be better in that sense. But when it comes to both figures as a package, this one blows the other one out of the water 1,000,000,000 times. I have the deluxe on PL. I'll be posing it with helmet and drape cape. I'm still going to pose with sculpted cape and no helmet. It's what makes it so different. Exactly. That head sculpt, 100%. And that, like I said earlier, that cape, that sculpted, flowing cape is huge. So you better have the space to use it, which I can tell you right now, the best look for this Darth Vader is with that sculpted cape. 100%. I'm going to show you guys. Look at that. You cannot beat this look to it. It doesn't matter. Head sculpt, helmet, that flowing cape is what makes this Darth Vader look that much more epic. Obviously, you could do it regular, right? You could do that. It's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. But this, again, full helmet, cracked helmet, head sculpt. You can't beat this look ever. Look at that. You're going to tell me this is not better than a clean version that we've gotten 30 times already? Joe, I'm starting to think, Joe, that you're watching rookie channels, okay? And you're being influenced by the garbage these people talk because they don't know anything about anything. So I'm starting to think that, Joe. Where's the other? Here it is. Look at that. Helmetless. You can't beat this. This is class. This is beauty. This is epic. Not going anywhere near this with any other Darth Vader. Again, even the back to tank version, even that version, it's not going to be as exciting as this because you're not going to be able to do much with it anyway. I can tell you that right now. It's most likely going to be some type of, power pose type thing or some type of diorama thing like they've done before. They've done dioramas, plenty before. I'm going to give you an example. The Iron Man Mark III, I forget what they call it. Let me show you guys a second. this is what I mean. So if they could do stuff like this, you're going to tell me they can't do a back to tank version of it, right? So look, the perfect height for a back to tank version. And look at this. So you're going to tell me that Hot Toys can't make a back to tank version of something like this? Again, what is it? What would you consider? This is not a figure. This is the type of diorama. So that's my point, right? That's what I'm trying to say. It's not crazy for them to decide to make the back to tank version, you know? So that's what I'm telling you. Don't sleep on it. The fact that Hot Toys is making all these Darth Vaders back to back to back, this being, you know, the craziest one out of all of them. Don't sleep on it. Paul, my friend, welcome. I feel like I haven't seen you.
Hello!
Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Actually, look at the picture. Delete the helmet sculpt is how I'm posing it. The least helmet sculpt. So you're getting the broken one, I guess. Michael Hood says, I'm going to pose him with my Sideshow Vader Mythos statue behind him. Yep. Both with the battle damage dramatic cape design. Yep. I'm telling you, that's going to look badass. Beautiful. Because that looks like the statue. You know? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. 24. Guys, please hit the like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. Ryan, my friend, where have you been?
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
I bet I'm the only one that doesn't care for Darth Vader. Big fan of the trilogy, not a fan of Darth Vader. That's insane. That's insane. Even you guys know that, you know, Star Wars is, I know the least out of everything, right? I know the least of Star Wars. And I can tell you this. Figure-wise, just from the figure, forget the character, forget the movies, forget all that. Figure-wise, they are the biggest figures, thick figures, the presence of those figures on a shelf, massive. They don't do much, but the presence of a Darth Vader on a shelf, brutal. So that's why I'm like, you know, I don't have to be a fan of anything. You guys know that. But to not get a Darth Vader figure in your collection, that's tough. The back passage, boys. He told me. Sideshow slow right now. They hate me. Yeah, no, you get all the figures. I'm like, every time he makes a video, I'm like, oh man, I need it. Oh man, I need that. Oh man, I need that. Every time. You think he sends me anything? Ash with the super chat. He says, Fast Wolverine and the rest of the Red Bull line. So-called God and the list of coming soon Hot Toys. I mean, coming soon. Wait, what list? I don't know what you're talking about. What list? I don't have a list. What list are you talking about? If there's a list, I don't know about it. Tell me what list.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Tell me what list, Ash. I want to know this list because I don't have a list. All I can tell you is what comes to my mind in the moment. Mad Planet, my friend, welcome.
I'm doing!
Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it's not that plastic cape has the shape of correct. Like if you turn it a specific way, you see like the Darth Vader. It's as I'm saying. This is the cape to display this Darth Vader with. We never got this cape before with any other figure. Period. We just never did. Right? This came with statues. Everybody knows that. This cape is what's gonna make this figure what it is. Again, you don't have to display with this. You could do whatever the hell you want. But this, if I had the room for it, you better believe this is what I'll be using. Because it's what makes the figure that much more epic. You know, this looks like a movie scene right here. Look at this. It's like the cape is just flowing behind. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. So that's why it's if I can't fit it on the shelf like that without taking up a lot of room, I'm gonna be very, very upset because I need that cape. Sterling's Fine Art, welcome. Nice to see you.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Only 27 guys. Please hit the like button. There's 40 of you guys in here. Please, 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 and thank you for being here as well. Vader is a must, no matter which one. that's what I'm saying. Just the figure. Forget again. You love the movies too, Ryan. So if you don't have a figure, one Darth Vader, do yourself a favor. And now, here's the thing. Let's say you don't like Darth Vader because of, his look is boring or, whatever the reason is. Now you have battle damage. You have Obi-Wan's version, right? You have this version, right? You have the one with the table coming out. So now you actually have Darth Vaders from the prequels that have a head sculpt. Besides the Return of the Jedi Darth Vader that we just got with the white, with the white head sculpt, we had never gotten one ever. Right? Besides the quarter scale Darth Vader figure that Hot Toys made, right? That was our very first Darth Vader quarter scale. They only made one to date, and that one came with the head sculpt. So that's the only head sculpt for any Darth Vader we had ever gotten, period. Sideshow did the same thing years before Hot Toys, obviously. So that's what I'm saying. Now we're actually getting something that makes Darth Vader even that much better. In that sense, if obviously Darth Vader, you don't need to see his head sculpt. He's helmeted and he's all black and blah, 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 right? That's Darth Vader. But if you want to give it a little spice, now you're getting head sculpts. Now you're getting cracked, open helmets. It gives a little more personality. So would have been nice. They included as an option the original trilogy Vader battle damage head sculpt. Sebastian Shaw version. I get it, hating it. Well, no. So they did that already with the one I just said, Return of the Jedi version. But the reason why Hot Toys will never do that is because this figure has nothing to do with movies, right? They gave it to us with the figure that it belonged with. But I know what you're saying. It would have been nice to just get it as a, here you go, so you could create whatever look you want. I get that. But no, they would never do anything like that. Oh, so you make it. Wait, what list? I don't have a list, Ash. What list are you talking about? I don't have a list. What I tell you comes from my God holiness. Oh my God. Yomo in the house, back to back. We need to have a party. We need to have a party, Yomo. Welcome. Good evening, Yomo. Do you this guy? Assistant to Regional Sith, welcome. Nice. I think we're going to get a suit up Vader in the future. Number one, what do you mean by that? And number two, I can understand why you would say that. It makes a lot of sense, right? I agree with you 1,000%, but I want to know what you mean by that. Explain what you mean by a suit up version. And I'm going to tell you why I agree with you. Look at what they've been doing with Iron Man, and everybody knows that Iron Man is a big seller. After this battle damage, which again, this is the most battle damage out of every single Darth Vader we have ever gotten from Hot Toys. Again, we got the one episode 3 coming, and then after that, we don't know anything yet. Like I said, Back the Tank is a must eventually at some point. And they're not just going to stop making Vaders. It ain't going to happen. It could be years until we get another one. Absolutely. But they're not going to stop making Vaders. So what would be the next possible or probable progression with a Darth Vader? So I want to know, that's why I'm asking what you mean by that, because when we say suit up, like if you look at the Iron Man figures with the suit up, right? It's all magnetized pieces. How would this work with the Darth Vader? That's why I want to know what you mean by that. So the one thing we could get is, like a kit, right? You want to display him clean, then you could display him clean. But if you want to battle down, swap out some parts. But that's pretty much the same as this. And that's kind of funky. You know what I mean? To just give it like, oh, let me detach it. You know what I mean? So I don't know what you mean. But like I said, that suit up idea, you're not too far off because Hot Toys has been doing it. As you know, guys. Oh my God. Ash, don't be a Democrat, okay? Isn't the new Taylor Vader suit up? No, it's not. Because Oh, figure it out, figure it out, figure it out. So I had it ready because I'm going to talk about it. But as you can see, there is no suit up anything here. What is suit up about it? What are you suiting up? You're not suiting anything up. You're putting the helmet on or taking it off. That's it. There's no suit up anything. There's nothing suit up. See, all the action that you're getting from this figure is up here. So you're not suiting everything up. You're not putting, the pieces on the chest. You're not putting the gloves on. You're not putting, you know what I mean? There's no suit up. What are you suiting up? See, what are you suiting up? Nothing. Nothing. What are you suiting up? All the action is up here. Literally, you're putting the helmet on. You're taking it off. That is not a suit up. So see, what are you suiting up here? The helmet. So again, you could say, yeah, you're suiting up the head. You're suiting up the helmet. You're putting the helmet on. You're suiting it up. Fine. But this is not a suit up figure, right? Iron Man's, you don't just put the helmet on and go, oh, it's a suit up. So that's what I'm saying. It's not a suit up. And this is if anything, this is the suit up. Because, look how many different versions of head sculpts you could do. And not only that, but you got clean, you got battle damage, and then look, you could actually attach suit up, pieces on. So again, this is not a suit up either. But if anything, there's more stuff here to suit him up with than there is with this version. So absolutely no suit up at all. But again, I want to know what he meant by that because he's onto something. Joe, do you collect this guy? Unbelievable, you guys are crazy. A suit up figure possible if they recreate that scene from Empire when Admiral walks with Vader's helmet going on Vader's pod. Oh, so thank you. Vader's chamber. That's coming soon. Vader's throne. Coming soon. That's most likely where they're going. If they don't do suit up, which again, I want to know what they meant by that. If they don't do suit up, you're going to have like I said, back the tank, you're going to have the throne, and you're going to have the pod, right? Where he goes in and it closes up. Remember, it is an easy thing to do, right? The cool thing would be if they made it electronic, USB powered, right? You plug in the wire, you hit a button, and you have Vader inside, and it literally closes up. You cannot beat that piece if they decide to make it. Period. Nobody's going near that. It'll be one of the most sought after dioramas by Hot Toys. Remember this conversation. It is inevitable that we're getting a throne for Darth Vader and the pod. Inevitable. Because again, where are they going now? There's only so much stuff. Obviously, they could always do, diorama bases like this, right? Right? They could do massive things like this, fancy things like that, light up things like that, right? To change the figure a little bit, which is what they do a lot of the times, right? They'll change the figure somewhat, but also the base. Again, depending on what the figure is. So, as I'm saying, they have to keep going. They're not just going to be like, oh, well, we did everything now. That's it. No more Darth Vader. Impossible. Again, look at the dueling version. What the hell is that? When is Hot Toys making Mondo figures? So they're ready to make anything for Darth Vader, because it sells. And that dueling is still available. It was a limited, figure, limited version, and limited exclusive, and then it's still sitting. But the point is, they're doing anything and everything to Darth Vader. So that's what I'm saying. It is only a matter of time until we get a Vader with the throne, and they're most likely going to be a clean version Vader with a throne. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. So now, is that going to be exciting? No, the throne is going to be exciting. Because it's the one different thing that we're getting. Now, what's going to be special about that Darth Vader figure when that time comes is what? Does anybody know?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
By then, that body and the articulation of those legs of a Darth Vader, because remember, he don't do shit. That figure does not move for anything. You could sit there and try to pull it, and you feel like you're going to rip off the legs before the thing moves an inch. So what has to happen for them to bother making a throne and a pod is what? Darth Vader has to be able to sit down. Or else, why would I buy a pod at $480, which is most likely what's going to be, 380, 360, 380, right? Why would I buy that? Darth Vader with a throne, Darth Vader with a pod, if I can't sit him on the throne or the pod? Why would be the point of that? You can try to sit any Darth Vader that Hot Toys has made to date right now. Try to sit it down. Any of them, try to sit them down. You're not moving those legs anywhere. That's why when it comes to articulation, they don't do much. Right? You don't see them doing poses. Look, every single picture. Every picture. See? Bent knee, slight bent knee, and it's mostly top pictures. Top picture. See? Bent knee, a little bit extended to outward, right? Bend a little bit at the hip here. Again, very, very little because they don't do much. Again, mostly up top. Mostly up top. Mostly up top. They're not showing you legs much because the legs don't do much, period. And even with this one, as you can see, right? It still has a little bit of material, the cloth up top by the thigh, and it still doesn't do much. See? It bends here, but not much up here. So by that time, and I now thinking about it, that's most likely why they haven't done the throne and the pod, because the figures don't bend at the hip. The legs don't sit. The legs don't bend to make them sit. Therefore, why would they give us a throne and a pod or a pod if the figure's not going to be using it anyway? So it would be retarded. And I can tell you this, Hot Toys will never do that because they know that they would get eaten alive by the people complaining 24/7. And again, that would be a very fair complaint if we're getting a figure that's supposed to sit on the throne and it doesn't sit. Imagine getting that with Boba. Remember Boba Fett on the throne? Imagine getting a Boba Fett and it don't sit on the throne. What would be the point of buying that? Useless. So that's why it's the figures, the figure bodies have to change. Not necessarily a body. The figures lower half have to change to be able to get from Hot Toys the throne and or the pod. But it's the scene where he was originally put together. No. Fine. But to me, it is a little too close to this. Right? I know exactly what you're talking about. Like the very beginning of that scene when he's all, burnt up there. He's just on top of the table and stuff like that. It is possible, right? It is possible. But I don't think so. I don't think so because they're not going to give you a figure, right? They'll give you the bare bones of Darth Vader. Like I said, the back to tank version. They'll give you that. Obviously, back to tank, he had no legs, he had no arms. It was just hanging. That's what I'm saying. It's an easy thing for him to do as a diorama, as a power pose type thing, right? That is very simple. Again, this is why I brought this up because this is what they would use. This is what they would do. Something like this, right? Some type of little display like that. But what you're talking about is, putting him together, right? Piece by piece. So what would that have to give us? It would have to be literally the entire bare bones Darth Vader. And then for us to be able to build them together to a full Darth Vader, it's not going to work. Because then that means that we have to put the body into a suit and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So that's what I'm saying. A thing like that, again, anything's possible, I guess, but I don't see that coming. Back to tank 100%. A full-blown battle damage of like right out of the lava pit into, I don't think so. Again, anything's possible. They could give you, the what do you call it? The back to tank version, right? With magnetic legs and magnetic arms that you attach to it for him to stand up. That's possible too. But I don't know about that. Table Vader, suit up Vader. Maybe he is talking about the round chair he sits into, and it has a robotic arms taking the helmet off. No. That's what I'm saying. Either the pod or the throne, both coming. They're both coming. So a suit up version of Vader is him naked, putting him this. Well, I would assume, right? So, for example, if when he first came on this table, right, when he was first put on the table, he didn't have any other stuff on. It was just, again, bare bones. He was naked. It was the burnt body, right? Again, no arms, no legs. It was just his torso and his head, and that was it. Not his torso, his body without the legs and the arms, and then the head, right? So the suit up version would be that, right? You get that chopped up Darth Vader body, and then you would put, all right, magnetized left arm, magnetized right arm, magnetized left leg. That's what the suit up would be, because what is a suit up Iron Man right now? That. You put a magnetic plate here, and that's what they're statues, because you can't move them. If you place a magnet piece that's supposed to, again, look like a suit up for Iron Man, you're not moving that thing. That's why these suit up versions are kind of boring. And that's why I'm in no rush to go pre-order that suit up Mark III that just came out. Why? You're not going to be able to do anything with that, because it's all like the Mark II. The Mark III, the new Mark III is like the Mark II. So that's my point. Vader at the massage parlor, or possibly a Vader back to tank scene from Rogue One. That's coming. I'm telling you, back to tank is coming, period. It is very simple. It is very easy. They just got to figure out. I think what they're trying to figure out or looking to figure out is, are they actually putting water in it? Or are they just making it look like there's water in it? You know what I mean? That would be the only thing. Because I can tell you this. They're not going to give us something where we got to put water in it. It ain't happening. I got my battle damage on Connor Terminator Salvation. Even in 2009, Hot Toys was owning battle damage. Absolutely. Hot Toys was making crazy battle damage back then. A lot of good battle damage back then. They reused the unmasked mythos. Yep. Wait, what? They reused the unmasked mythos Vader head sculpt for the table Vader. No, they didn't. Hot Toys does not reuse anything from nobody uncarded. That's Jazz Inc. and that's Inart. Boring Fabs. Wolverine. It's Guy. In the comic books, some Assassins attacked Vader when he was naked and he grew arms and legs to force to defeat them. Look at that. He knows the naked comics. Unreal. You would uncard it. You would. 27 likes, garlic. Yep. The roaches are in deep. I want the base because it'd be perfect to use with Kenobi Vader. Oh, I see what you're saying. I gotcha. Now that they have the nylon suit, they will definitely do this meditation chamber. And well, again, even with the nylon suits, the figures don't move. They do not move. That material, it could be the material or the body, right? But the material doesn't budge at all. Doesn't move at all. So they have to figure out whether it's to mod the suit to where he has full movement at the legs, or they have to redesign the entire figure, because it's not going to sit. No Darth Vader right now sits anywhere. Ernesto, my friend.
Hello!
Welcome. Nice to see you. You made it. You can put the battle damage Vader on the throne. That would be badass. Exactly. Right. Steve A, welcome. Nice to see you.
Hello!
If you had to pick one, would you buy this or the Hot Toys Darth Vader Revenge of the Sith? Well, you guys know I love my battle damage, so this all day long. All day, every day. Not only that, but just SKU-wise, right? You got 4 SKUs, right? You got deluxe, exclusive, right? And then you got the same thing here. You got 4, right? But the deluxe stuff here, right? You got damage mask, Darth Vader with helmet silhouette, right? You get all this stuff as a special edition stuff. Here, what do you get? Plaque. I am good on the plaque. And here you get, you get this, you get the two robots, blah, blah. But none of the, I mean, obviously this completes the scene, which is important, which is why they added, right? But I will always go battle damage. Always and forever. Every single time. Let's see. You can't sit Black Panther on the Wakanda throne either. Correct. But it was a different era of Hot Toys. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Hot Toys was a different world of figures back then. Remember that a lot of the figures back then, look at all those Black Panther figures, the original ones at least. Look at Civil War Black Panther. That figure didn't do much. That's why they had to redo it. Look at the original Black Panther from the Black Panther movie, the one that glows purple, right? That's a lot better articulation than the first one. Still not the greatest. So those suits were not allowing those figures to do much. And look at the Killmonger. That Killmonger suit really don't do much. So that's what I'm saying. It was a different world of Hot Toys. If Hot Toys makes Back to Tank, they can make a weapon. Correct. Anything's possible. Once they do one, anything's possible. Correct. As a Vader fan, I will get both releases. As a poor guy, I'm okay. This guy, unbelievable. Carlo, my friend, welcome.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. Ash with the super chat. Yes, it's pretty. It's like, yes, it's pretty. Ash, do you not get anything Star Wars? Please let me know, because I want to know your taste in collecting.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Thank you, my friend. So now, guys, very quickly, something I wanted to get into. So first and foremost, I brought these 2 pages up so you can see, right? So you have waitlisted, collector's edition. Remember, this is what came out today. Waitlisted, collector's edition. Waitlisted, special edition. Waitlisted, deluxe version. And waitlisted, deluxe, exclusive version. Okay? Then you have this guy. Collector's edition, still available. Special edition, waitlisted. Deluxe version, available. Deluxe exclusive, waitlisted. Okay? Now, this is what I wanted to ask you guys real quickly. This is all right, here we go, guys. Poll coming up. Guys, please respond to the poll. Please respond to the poll because it's coming right up. Where are we? Here we go. What's happening? I have to refresh. Hold on, guys. Because my come on. All right, poll coming up, guys. Why am I getting advertising on my page all of a sudden? Am I bugging out? Why is this not? Something's wrong. Oh, I know what I did. What an idiot. What an idiot, guys. All right, guys. I'm ready, guys. Okay, guys. Oh my God. Come on. Here we go, guys. Unbelievable. This volume is freaking nuts. All right, here we go. Poll ready. Get ready to answer the poll, guys, please. What the hell's going on? Unbelievable. I've never typed before in my life. All right, poll is up, guys. Please answer it. And I'll check it in a second. Let's go back to. There we go. All right, so come on. I'm starting to hate this. I'm starting to hate this. All right, so guys, let me know. Let me know when you guys are done with the poll because I want to know. And we'll continue the conversation. All right, so far, we got 10 votes, 50-50. I want to see where we end up. 12 votes, 50-50. $13 votes, 54% says no. Now we're 14 votes, 50-50. Now 14, 17 votes. Looks like no. Yeah. 18 votes. So far, no. That's it. 18 people in here. How many people we got here? We got 33. We got 18 votes. What? What's happening? You guys, I don't understand why you guys are even here. Why are you here if you're not going to participate? I don't understand. I will never understand it. I will never understand it. We got 19 votes. 18 back to 18. Somebody left. 19 votes. Still 58%. We got 33 in here and only 19 votes. Sounds about right. 20 votes. All right, so it looks like everybody's saying no, which I agree. The only thing is, why do you guys think that is happening? Why do you guys think? Again, it's nothing new. It's nothing new. It's happened before. I know in the past, this exact scenario has happened, meaning like all four have been waitlisted. Doesn't happen often at all, but it's happened. Why do you think this happened now? Please let me know in the chat because I want to know why you think Sideshow all of a sudden decided to, put everything as if it was sold out, as if everybody bought everything. And, oh, look, now you got a wait list. That doesn't make sense. Remember that one of these, was it this one? No, it was this one. One of these, I want to say it was this one, was timed. Remember, it was a timed exclusive, right? You had to order within, I want to say, it wasn't 24 hours. It was something like, it was days. Forget how many days, but you had a certain amount of days to order the figure. And I remember that because I didn't order it immediately the first day. I waited, I want to say, a day or so. And then I said, you know what? Just to avoid any problems, let me order it right now. And I ordered it, again, not the first day. It was days after, but the countdown was still going. So why do you think Hot Toys Sideshow is doing this? Let me know in the chat, please. Jesus advertised Diddy Oils. Diddy Oils. Oh, my God. I don't answer polls. Polls answer to me. I came into the chat at a perfect moment.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. You should have had a third option. Hell no. Hell no. Unreal, Carlo. I just joined the wait list for another BD Vader. I think it's possible to have two very. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. Yep. And the thing is, the battle damaging, obviously it's going to be the same on both, but the head sculpts change it, right? If you have one without the helmet completely, and then you have one with the full helmet, absolutely it's going to look incredible. So yes, very, very, very smart. 34. Oh, thank you guys. Look at that. Thank you, guys. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate you all. No sabo que es pol. No sabo que pol es. What? Just enjoying the peasantry. FOMO is good for business. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Which is exactly what they're doing. But I want to know why you guys think they're doing that. I wait at 0.3. Yeah. No, I know people ordered immediately. I know that for a fact. It's FOMO. That's it. Very simple. Order ASAP or you're out of luck. Yeah, but no, absolutely. But the thing is, my reason is you can't order now. Everything's waitlist is my point. You know what I mean? And obviously, if you hit the wait list, you're going to get it eventually. You're going to go, oh, here, you got it. So I get that. I don't think anybody believes this anymore, right? That everything's sold out all of a sudden. Impossible. They didn't make a limited amount of these, even though their exclusives are not, for everybody, but they didn't make a billion of these. So it's 100% to get people, oh my God, I need to hit the wait list because, and like I said, you're most likely going to get it. But also, I can tell you a lot of people bought this. A lot of people bought this. This is a brand new, fresh piece. We have gotten nothing like this, right? Even the most battle damage one we had gotten until this one was Obi-Wan version. We had never gotten anything this destroyed, right? This battle damage. So everybody needed this. Everybody wanted this. And so to a certain extent, I know there was a lot of pre-orders, but not of every single SKU and not every single one sold out. I can tell you that. I can tell you why also. Again, this happened before. We've gotten a lot, all of them, whether it's 2 SKUs waitlisted when they're not sold out, 3 SKUs waitlisted when they're not sold out, right? They've done that before plenty. So why do they do this, right? What's the point of this? Again, for you to hit the join waitlist button and then get it that way. But I think it's dumb. Roaches are out. Yep. Gone. Say yeah. FOMO fans to create FOMO. They put up a certain amount that they estimate people were ordered, and then correct. Absolutely correct. That's right. That is correct. Waitlist and other places, you can still don't fall for this crap. Correct. Look at Ash being a professional. I think it has to do with financial matters. So I should probably get a curtain amount of figures from Hong Kong, a set price. Anything more will cost more. I don't know about that. I definitely don't think that that they're gonna give Hot Toys an increase, Sideshow an increased price if they sell out on their allotted amount. Absolutely not happening. Hot Toys, Sideshow would never agree to that. This would be the conversation. So Sideshow would be telling Hot Toys, so you're telling me that you're giving me 6,000 to sell. If I sell them all and I need more, you're going to charge me more money to sell your product? That doesn't make sense. They already have their deal. They don't need to up anything. They already have their deal, right? They're in contract. They know what they need to do. They know how many pieces they're getting, which is why when something sells out, you'll get a wait list notification months later, right? It has nothing to do with, we asked for more. They charge it. No, it doesn't make sense to do that, There's only one reason. Correcto. So yeah, guys, beautiful, classy figure. Like I said, let's go to this one. So again, differences between the two. This would be considered 100% clean, right? There's nothing battle damaged about any of this. This is supposed to be the cleanest version of Darth Vader. The cleanest. Remember, he was just made. He's brand new right now. He's about to get up from the table where he just made. This is the cleanest version ever. Right? So is this exciting to get another Vader? Absolutely. But is this better than the battle damage? Never in a million years. That's like saying any other clean Darth Vader that's out right now is better than this battle damage. Never. Never, ever, ever. Because this is going to be the same thing. If you take away the head sculpt, right, you take this away, you have a 100% standard Darth Vader. So how is this better than this? Never in a billion years. Now, you want to get specific. As you can see, the head sculpt here, right? Completely different paint application. Looks like he's already been scarred up, right? He looks like he's the scars have already dried up and stuff. Here, everything's fresh, right? As you can see, fresh paint, right? It looks all raw. It looks fresh because it just happened. So that's why just this is more battle damage than this here, right? Than this head sculpt here. That's it for that reason. But this is not, this is not better than this. Absolutely not. At least as a whole, never, ever, ever. Accessory wise, let's go to accessories. You remove the table, which again, what makes this figure is the table. Okay. So you remove this table, and what do you have? A plain Darth Vader with a burned head sculpt. How is that better than this? Never in a million years. Now, the reason why you would love this, like I mentioned earlier, is because of the scene, right? You love that scene when Darth Vader was made, and it was the first time that he appeared, as Darth Vader in Revenge of the Sith, right? After that scene. So that's what's exciting. Oh, I got the first scene of Darth Vader. Cool. It is never better than this, ever in a billion years. When it comes to somebody working on this, okay, just working on the actual damaging of the suit. Look how perfect all of this is. So just from the work standpoint that somebody had to spend on battle damaging this, it's already better. There's more time put into the figure already than just dressing the figure with a clean suit. That's why it'll never be better. Again, doesn't mean you can't like it. I'm not saying that you can't say, well, I like this better. It has nothing to do with that. You can love this one better than this all you want, and you're not wrong for doing so. It is not better. It is not better. Right? There's nothing that this gives you that here, again, besides obviously the table, which is what makes the figure, right? There's nothing that this gives you that this doesn't give you. In fact, this gives you more. You get 3 head sculpts, you get the cape, right? You get the base, the sick base. You get way more here than you do here just with the table and the 2 droids on top. So that's my point. Let me see. Portraits are different regarding age, right? They look very different, as you can see. Here. So, as you can see, the paint application, and you can see how the eyes are different. But this is not better. Just more, more recent, right? More just happened, right? More he just got off the table from fighting with Obi-Wan. Right? That's what this means. That's what this is about. But it's not better, right? It's not better. Jorge, my friend, welcome. Nice to see you. First time.
I'm doing.
It's not about better per se. Thank you. Period. That's it. It's not about better. Absolutely. And again, even if we wanted to get into which one's better, just look at them. What took more work? What gives you more? Right? What brings more in the packaging that gives you more variety of displaying the figure. Having options in a figure makes it better. And I'm not saying you don't have options with the table. You have options laying him down flat with the helmet off. You have him with the helmet on. You have him with the handcuffs and the ankle straps. You have him standing up on the side of the table. You have options. You don't have the same amount of options that you do with the battle damage. Like I said, 3 head sculpts. Here you don't have 3. You got 2 looks. Helmet on, helmet off. The other we got helmet off, helmet on, helmet cracked. So he's correct that it's not about better. But if you want to get into better, the Revenge of the Sith is not better. If table is removed, he cannot do table table dance. 3 in here, gotta say good night. Good night, my friend. Thank you for being here. Have a good night. I grew up playing Fun Leash games on PS2. Damage just does it for me. But also love the PS2 version. No, that's what I'm saying. Again, at least to me, I've always told you guys, battle damage has always been the most exciting, the most appealing, the most what's the word? The most intriguing, right? It looks it's like, man, like that's sick. Like everything about battle damage, again, to me, has always been, oh man, that look started with Iron Man. Hot Toys would always make clean version, and then the original plastic Mark III came battle damage, boom. Mark VII battle damage, boom. And these battle damage figures are incredible. So I will always take anything battle damage over anything clean any day of the week, because it's just that much more appealing. It looks better. It looks meaner, right? You just went through hell in a battle. You're almost, completely destroyed. That is very, very nice to look at. I'm not saying that clean versions are ugly. I'm not saying that nobody needs a clean version. I'm not saying that nobody should be buying clean version. I'm not saying that clean versions are the worst. I'm not saying any of it. Personally, I enjoy a battle damage, and so I don't have to choose between a clean and a battle damage. That's why I get 2. That's why I get 3, because I don't like having a figure that I'm not going to display in every way, because I feel like it's a waste. So for example, what am I going to do with the battle damage? Like I told you guys, I am not getting 2 or 3 of these. It's no need. But because I have 2 Obi-Wans, which are most likely exactly the same body, because there's absolutely no reason to update the body, now I'm going to utilize the one for Obi-Wan and use some of the parts from this one so I can have all 3. So I'm going to have the battle damage Obi-Wan, some of these things on the clean version Obi-Wan, and then the full battle damage on this one. So they're going to look incredible. Now, where they're going to go, I have no idea where this is going, but it's going to be incredible. Well, that is true every time. Vader's finds up all from that's exactly correct. Fine, it is better quality because it requires more attention, detail, and offer. Again, does that absolutely make it better? The fact that they spent more time on it depends, right? Just because they spent more time painting a figure doesn't necessarily mean it's better because they spent more time on it. No, but this one, because of everything that I mentioned, everything that it comes with, right? All the varieties of looks, the 2 capes, the 3 heads, right? Everything, all of those things, the massive base, which again, that's nothing but it's part of the figure, right? So all those things are better than the other. So guys, like I was mentioning to you earlier. So there were some news, okay? I don't know if you guys remember. I want to find out something real quickly because I want to make sure I tell you guys the proper information. All right, so the actor that plays Mac Gargan in the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. And I forget, I believe he was in Far From Home as well when he met up with the Vulture. No, was that Homecoming? I think it was Homecoming. Homecoming at the end when he met the Vulture in jail, right? He posted on his social media, okay? He posted on his social media he posted this, okay? And he posted this, okay? So, as you can see, this is Scorpion, okay? The Scorpion's right here. This is Venom. Remember, Michael Mando, the actor, posted this on his social media. So he shares this and he shares this. Here's the symbiote on the Scorpion. What do you think that means? Michael Mitchell, my friend, welcome.
I'm doing.
What do you guys think that means? Please let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Because I want to know what you guys think is coming. So he's hinting at something. Okay, again, what is it? I guess we can figure it out together, right? If that's the case, do you know how insane this is going to be? Do you know how sick it's going to be to get? We're going to get a clean Scorpion figure. Because we're getting a clean Scorpion. Remember, he's not just going to come out and be like, oh, look, I'm Scorpion. I just got the symbiote all of a sudden. It ain't going to happen like that. Most likely, he's going to fight Scorpion. He's going to beat him up. He's going to find the symbiote. Because remember, there's symbiote now in 2 locations. Where Tom Hardy was, and then where he left it during that multiverse travel thing that I forget which movie he was in. I want to say, was it Venom? The original Venom? I want to say it was the original Venom. Or maybe Venom 2. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember which Venom. I saw all 3, but I don't remember. So that alone, right? There's symbiote somewhere else, right? Most likely where Peter's, universe is, which is where Tom Hardy left it. So in the movie, can guarantee you, if this is where they're going, if it's not going to be, because remember, they could always leave you hanging as this, this happening at the end of the movie, and then, oh my God, like now we got to wait for the other one for this to happen. You know what I mean? That could also happen. Leave you hanging for the next one, right? Make the symbioted Scorpion or the Venomized Scorpion be his villain for the second movie, right? Possible. So that's the thing. So now figure-wise, again, we're getting a clean, if he appears that way, we're getting a clean Scorpion. The figure is going to be epic. Okay? Look at what Hot Toys did already with the classic Spider-Man. What do? They give you a diorama with a tail, with the Scorpion tail. Okay? So they already have Scorpion on the radar. It is inevitable to get a Scorpion. And to get a Venomized Scorpion on top of that is going to be epic. I got a couple of the pictures. Let me see if I can find them. I thought I had them up, and I guess they got closed off. Here we go. Yep, here they are. So, it's got to be a secondary host of that symbiote, if not a different one. Well, again, you're probably right. We don't know what it is, but the fact that symbiotes were left, there's symbiotes in 2 locations. Most likely, it's going to happen from that. They're not going to get into a new storyline that, oh, we got a brand new symbiote from another location that we didn't know anything about. Like, that doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean? So they left it hanging in the other universe for a reason, right? They're not going to give us just another random symbiote and say, oh, well, forget that one. That one, we gave you that one as a joke. This one's no. So we're most likely coming from what was left in the other universe, right? So now it looks like Venom is this guy. Deadpool and Doomsday all care about. Imagine if that happens. So here it is, guys, from the comic. So you got Venom Beyond. This is Venomized Scorpion here. Look how sick. Do you guys realize Scorpion is already a big figure? You guys seen him in all the video games, how massive he is, how long that tail is, right? So it's already a massive figure. Can you imagine Venom on top of a Scorpion? The figure is going to be insane. It's going to be a massive, because remember, the Matt Gargan, look at the Matt Gargan Venom that we got from Spider-Man 2 video game. Humongous. So I'm not saying that Hot Toys are going to make it that big, but it's going to be big. It'll most likely be slightly bigger than your standard Venom figure, if not around the same. Obviously, it's going to look bulkier with the tail and all that stuff. So that's the thing. So here you got him already suited up in green, which is sick, right? The black symbiote turns green on top of Scorpion, which makes sense, right? You're not going to have a black Scorpion. And here is just him, the actual Scorpion character without the symbiote on him. So you got the Predator and the Prey, part 1 of 2. This is Spider-Man's suit. Then you got Venom, and then you got Venom Beyond. So this is, I guess, a whole storyline on Venom taking over the Scorpion. Now, here is a close-up of that. Look at the symbol too, guys. It changes from the spider to the Scorpion. How sick. Do you guys understand? We haven't even gotten a movie-accurate Venom yet. We got the comic book version with the spider. We got Matt Gargan with the different spider. But we haven't gotten one from Tom Hardy's movies with the spider symbols. Therefore, it is most likely coming in this next trilogy of Tom Holland. So that's another Venom coming our way, 100%. And they will most likely reuse. I'm going to assume that they have to tweak it somewhat, but this is going to be most likely the same Venom body that they use for Venom 1 and Venom 2. Again, I'm hoping for some type of an update for the figure, so it's not the same exact thing. Even though those bodies are great, the figures are great, right? They're bulky, they're massive, they got weight, they're big. I hope that it is not the same standard, which it most likely will be, the same standard, exact rubbery suit again now with the symbol. The reason why I'm telling you guys is most likely going to be the same thing is because, again, they just did it for the comic book line with the with the logo on it, and it's what? The exact same body as 1 and 2 Venom with a different head sculpt for the comic accuracy of it. That's it. So that's what I mean. They're most likely we're gonna get another reuse of the body. Here is another close up of it. Look how badass that looks. You get the two. It looks like two. What do you call it? 2 fangs here on the side, like two teeth on the side. Let me see. Yeah. Yep. There are. There's 2 teeth on the side, and then look at that. Look at the claws. Looks like crab claws. And then look at the stinger. So, guys, he has full-blown claws. He doesn't even have... See, here he's got hands, claw. The figure is going to be epic. I'm telling you right now. Remember this conversation because I'm going to tell you, I told you so, as I tend to do. Rob, my friend, welcome. How are you?
Hello!
Nice to see you. Welcome. Guys, there's 35 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. So, very, very exciting stuff, guys. I am very excited for these movies. Remember that Also, another reason why I keep telling you guys, Vulture is coming. What happened with Adrian Toomes in the movies? Is he gone? Is he dead? No. He was in jail, and last time we saw him, he was out. He met up with somebody in the middle of nowhere. I forgot who he was meeting up with, but he met up with somebody in the middle of nowhere. So that's my point. So Vulture is gone from the movies. Vulture is never going to be seen in the movies. Vulture is completely gone from the movies of Spider-Man. Absolutely not. Hot Toys is going to make Vulture for that trilogy. Remember this conversation, because that's how they're going to do it. You're going to have a movie where Scorpion, because remember, they were plotting. Matt Gargan went up to Adrian Toomes. They were talking to him about, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, did you find out who Spider-Man was? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That, you remember that conversation at it was I want to say it was a post-credit scene of Homecoming. So that's my point. The Vulture is going to reappear, whether it's the first movie, most likely the first movie, because I feel that they're going to lead to Venom and Spider-Man teaming up to fight somebody. And remember, this storyline was Maximum Carnage. For those who played the video game, obviously the video game comes from a comic book. I know that. I never read the comic book. But I played Maximum Carnage on Super Nintendo. That whole storyline is Spider-Man and Venom teaming up to fight Carnage. As far as we know, Carnage is gone, right? Is he really? Nobody knows. Remember, the symbiotes always are left everywhere and pieces are always flying around. Do I think he's going to come back? Possibility for Maximum Carnage. Who knows, though? But my point is that this is only the first movie out of the next trilogy that he's going to be doing. And I'm going to assume that they're going to keep, the villains are going to keep getting worse and worse. Meaning like more evil per movie. Right? So they're not going to start off with giving us Carnage in the beginning. Right? So they got to give us lower style, bosses, even though they're, or villains, right? Even though they're badasses, right? They're going to be massive bosses. They're usually bigger than Spider-Man anyway, right? So they're going to be epic regardless. But that's what I'm saying. They're going to hold off for Venom till later on. And again, I don't know if they're going with Maximum Carnage, but Venom and Spider-Man will team up to fight somebody. It is going to happen. Remember that Tom Holland is going to be the second Spider-Man to get the black suit. Tobey Maguire was first. Andrew Garfield was supposed to get it eventually. He never got shit. And now Tom Holland is getting it. So, the symbiote is in his universe, period. Again, from where Tom Hardy left it. So that symbiote is going to get on Spider-Man one way or another, right? Then it's got to go back to Eddie, which is how he gets the symbol on the chest, how he gets the webbing. Because remember, as of now, all three movies of Venom has no symbol and no webbing. The reason why he gets the webbing is because the symbiote gets on Spider-Man, takes some of his powers, and when he goes back to Eddie, that's when he has all those spider powers and all that stuff. Remember, he gets the shield, he gets the which I think he used in Venom 1, but he gets the shield that again from Maximum Carnage. He gets the spider web. Remember, the spider web comes from the top, not from the bottom. So that comes from who? Spider-Man. So at some point they're going to meet, at some point they're going to fight, at some point they're going to be friends, and at some point they're going to team up to fight somebody. Again, look at the what was the video game? There was another video game too that they made. of them two, or you could pick, who you could play as or whatever. So it's always been a thing that they become, again, from the comic. Everything stems from the comics. So I'm saying it's going to get crazy. It's going to get crazy. The figures that are coming for Spider-Man, they already showed you that the new suit's coming, right? The red and blue suit, which we already got from the ending of No Way Home. Obviously, we're going to get a new suit for that. We're going to get 2 new suits from the new movie, if not 3. I had made a mistake telling you guys that we usually get 2 suits, which we do for every Spider-Man movie. No Way Home, we got 3. And it's really not 3. Remember that the black suit was the inside out standard suit, right? The upgraded suit. That's what the black suit was. And we got it as a figure, but that wasn't really a suit. That was just the inside out of his standard suit. But we usually get 2 suits, right? For Homecoming, we got pajamas and regular. Then we got regular, and then we got the update for No Way Home, for Far From Home, and then we got the 3 from No Way Home. So we already got, actually no, we got 4. We got 4 from No Way Home. We got battling, black suit, integrated, and blue and red and blue. So we got 4. For the new movie, we're getting at least 2, right? A redo of the blue and red, like they tend to do. They battle damage it and called it battling. Remember, that's what they did for the upgraded. They called it battling for No Way Home. So we will get the red and blue again. Are they going to utilize the same material? I don't know about that. They could. Who knows? Most likely they will. But when it comes to what's after that suit, it's going to be something completely different, completely new. And I can guarantee you, if Michael Mando's talking about Venom and Scorpion, or Venomized Scorpion, you better believe it most likely going to get 3 suits, and it'll be black suit, the red and white suit, a red and blue suit, and then obviously whatever suit he gets after the black suit leaves him, unless he keeps the red and blue, which I doubt. So it's going to get insane, guys. Big Dog, how are you, my friend? I don't know if I saw you. Did I say hello?
I'm doing.
Welcome. Where's Gambit? They're coming, Ash. He met up with Morbius. Oh, correct. Yes, that was at the end of Morbius. Yes, thank you. Yes, correct. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. He's still alive. He's still, he's still looking for trouble. So he will be made by Hot Toys. I've been telling you this for years already. My answer is not going to change unless they say this is canceled, which they don't have to, right? Because nothing's been, even though they teased it twice, nothing's been actually, announced for anything. So, but don't sleep on the Vulture, guys, because it is 100% going to be made. Vulture, you're absolutely Mad Planet, absolutely. And remember this conversation, guys, because when the moment that figure is announced, I want you guys to think that God was always right. Because again, I'm not telling you this today. I didn't tell you this yesterday. I've been telling you this for years. And now with the fact that we know, everybody that's in this community paying attention knows that Hot Toys doesn't, just because they tease something today does not mean they're going to give it to you tomorrow. Clearly, Nightwing is a perfect example. He's been teased since 2021. It is 2025, and he just went up for pre-order. 4 years to get this Nightwing. And it's not even like a fancy figure. It's not oh my God, it's not an MMS, right? It's not anything fancy. It's not anything that's mind-blowing. It looks amazing. But when it comes to the actual work of it, the head sculpt, all that stuff, none of it is, oh my God, this is an MMS. Nothing. So from 2021 to 2025, 4 years to get a pre-order on a VGM figure. They can't do that with an MMS like Vulture? Absolutely they can. They can't do that with Base Malbus? Absolutely they can. Remember, Base Malbus was also teased years ago. He's coming. 100%. There is no way that they're not making that figure. It is too much. There's too much money to be made for them not to make that figure. And again, The obvious is they're still making figures for the line. So it's not like, oh, that line finished 8 years ago. What are you talking about? No, they're still making figures for Rogue One. They're still making figures from the Force Awakens. So look how crazy Hot Toys is that they could go backwards for lines that we thought were done for years. The Force Awakens was done how many years ago? Literally done how many years ago? We haven't got a figure from the Force Awakens in years. All of a sudden, Poe is coming out of left field. So what does that tell you? Hot Toys could do anything whenever they want, however they want, and take as long as they want. So just because you haven't seen it within the week or the day or the month that they announced it or teased, or not announced it, teased it, because once they announce it, it's up for pre-order. Again, once they announce it, they could always cancel it. Bat Missile, Young Barry, Sakarian, Iron Man, right? All up for pre-order, all canceled. So it could happen if it goes up. But as of right now, obviously nothing has happened besides them showing Vulture at conventions at least twice. So it is inevitable. Do not sleep on it. Do not think it's not coming, because it doesn't even make sense. With everything I've explained to you, how can you still sit here and go, well, I still don't think it's coming? Like, that would be a retarded response. To not believe after all the proof that you're seeing that it is most likely coming. I was talking to Scorpion at the end of the Homecoming. As Vulture was talking to Scorpion. Yes. Hot Toys does already have Old Man Keaton heads. Absolutely. Again, I said that, how long ago? So it's not that they can't, right? It's not that they won't. People are already waiting for that figure. People can't wait to see those wings. Okay? And I can tell you, those wings are going to be sick. They have to be sick. I'm not saying that they're going to be better than Jazz Inc. by any means, because Jazz Inc. went all out on those wings to go massive. Right? The thing is, Hot Toys somewhat has to get those wings, somewhat to scale. I'm not saying they have to be 100%, because they most likely won't be. And if they are, great. But those wings are going to be massive. Right? So I think that they're going to be better than Jazz Inc. in the sense of you're going to have light up function. You're going to have moving parts. You're going to most likely have USB turning the turbines on the wings. I can guarantee you that. Remember, there's lighting on the wings as well. So that's what I'm saying. There's lighting in the helmet. Obviously, we've gotten that from third party already. But when it comes to the size, I don't think it's going to be better than Hot Toys. But when it comes to the mechanics and the electronics of it, you better believe it. I think it's going to have more articulation than the Jazz Inc. I think it's going to be more sleek than the Jazz Inc. And again, I think it's going to be powered. Jazz Inc. isn't powered. Jazz Inc., I believe the turbines move with your finger, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think, I don't, that was no light up anything, so that's what I'm saying. So there's no way that they're going to miss out on making that figure. The one figure that I don't see coming, if anything, that I would be like, oh, I get it, is Scorpion. That's one figure that I'm like, again, if it's in the movie, they're most likely going to make it. They don't have to make it. We know that they don't make everything from every movie. That's a fact. But the thing is that if it's a big deal, it'll be made. If the movie does well, you better believe it's getting made. And I can tell you right now, that Spider-Man movie will be a hit. Look at No Way Home. The Spider-Man franchise is not getting worse. Okay? This is a completely different world than No Way Home now. He's got no friends. Nobody knows him anymore. He's literally by himself, back to regular suit. Completely different world than we're used to for Spider-Man. So it'll be like we're getting a reboot of it without getting a reboot of it, which is insane. So the movies are not getting any worse. They're only going to get better. And you're adding villains like these, forget it. It's going to be insane. So don't sleep on any of these figures, guys, because it's all coming 100%. Well, Spidey got all back up. He will never need Frank freaking Castle. That's a different conversation. We know that the Punisher armor is coming, right? The Punisher is going to be wearing the Iron Punisher suit. Again, that's the rumor. We don't know anything yet, but I have a feeling it's coming. So very, very exciting for that too, because the moment we see that, Hot Toys is going to make another one. Remember, this one's comic book. The one we got is comic, I believe. Now we're getting an MMS Iron Punisher. Incredible. You know, Michael, look at this guy.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
It's never coming. See, this is what happens when you don't really collect in this community, because you can't really gauge what goes on with the figures. You know what I mean? So he doesn't know that he doesn't really collect Jazz Inc. You have to, for you to know what's coming in the Spider-Man world, you have to have the Jazz Inc. Vulture. Obviously, Mike doesn't collect, he doesn't have it. Okay? So that's why he can't. So I'm telling you guys, do not sleep on this stuff, because it's going to get funky. It is very exciting. It is going to get crazy. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot. And balance is on the house. I cannot wait, guys. Also, what's today? Today's Tuesday. I will most likely see you guys either tomorrow or Thursday. We are getting announcements as usual, so don't sleep on any of it. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you